Grab a cup, tune in, gather round. It's coffee time with John and Christy now. From Mexico days to grandkids at play, we've got stories, laughs, and things to say. So sip that brew, let's talk a while. Life is sweet with a laid-back smile. One day a week, maybe two, you see. It's coffee time with John and Christy. We love our Mexico life. Grab your coffee, let's chat.
30 on the dot.
I'm
Hello.
just feeling like I need to dance. I just like that song so much. I mean,
That little song is kind of cute.
It is a cute song. Watch this great video. Oh, good morning to you. Happy Tuesday. We have our coffee.
Lukewarm coffee.
Lukewarm, because
we were disconnected.
Well, no, I was supposed to do some stuff at the beginning that I never did today. I forgot.
You have a sparkle.
Thank you. Nothing. Your granddaughters, remember, like 6 months ago, they spilled sparkles and they're still everywhere in our house. So, yeah, I was just going to say I was supposed to do all of this beforehand. Like, that's why.
But it's still, we started at 9:30 on the dot.
But it doesn't say coffee time. I just thought about that because I had not done this. It's just going to say Restream. So I am
You
sorry.
are lame.
I know. It's so funny. So I'm in the middle of so many projects. So this morning I spilled my guts to Claude. Claude is one of my AIs. And Claude created this incredible program for me now. So yeah, life is just getting better and better. This last week has been so over the freaking moon amazing. But I have my coffee. This is my third one today.
Oh boy.
I've been up since 3. Christy and I went to bed at 9 o'clock yesterday. She was in bed.
I went to sleep at 9.
As soon as her head hit the pillow, there was no anything. She just instantly
I was
asleep.
actually really tired yesterday.
For me, when I woke up at 3, it felt like I was sleeping till 6 or 7.
How long did you stay up?
Probably half an hour.
Oh, so you did get quite a bit of sleep for you.
I got 5.5 hours, which is a lot for me.
Morning, Pat.
I haven't taken any weed oil in 4 days. I haven't noticed it affecting my sleep much or not. I just don't. So that's what's going on in our world. Christy's got a few transactions in process right now. Yay.
I've got to tell you, though, I had the weirdest experience last week.
Okay.
So I was in Bucerias on Lázaro Cárdenas. I'm driving, minding my own business, living my best life. And in the distance, about 2.5 blocks down, I saw some sort of commotion. There was a white pickup truck, blah, blah, blah. Didn't think anything of it. You know, and on Lázaro Cárdenas, because it's so narrow, you're only going like 30 or 40 kilometers. So I'm still driving. And then all of a sudden, there's this little tiny white car. And I don't even know what make it was. Tiny little white car backing up. So I'm like, I slow down, take my foot off the gas. And then I'm like, I'm going to just stop because I don't know where this car is going. So I put my foot on the brakes.
2 blocks, reverse.
Reverse like a bat out
of hell. And I mean, anybody could have walked across the street, kids, anything. This was insane. I wasn't there. She told me.
Right. So then all of a sudden, she's not stopping. So then I start laying on my horn. So I'm at a full stop, start in the big Tahoe, tiny little car, big, huge Tahoe. She rams right into me.
Didn't end well for her.
Crushes the back end of her car, like fender popped on the one side, et cetera, et cetera. She dented my brand new license plate. A little upset about that. I had no damage. Actually, right this moment, the truck is in at the mechanic that we trust, just to make sure that there was no front end damage, but there was barely a scratch on my bumper. I felt it, but it didn't move the truck or anything. Not like when we got hit at Walmart and we were in the Suburban and it actually moved our truck. This one didn't. So I'm sitting there. So there's two things. First of all, I felt sorry for this lady. She looked terrified. I got on the phone.
Okay, well, real quick though, the reason she looked terrified
Okay,
is
but
because
just wait. I'm gonna do the
Sorry.
story. Let me
Okay.
tell the story the way I want to tell it.
Ah!
It's my story.
it's her story. Go.
Morning, Steve.
Go.
So I get her on the phone. She's rapid fire Spanish, tears in her eyes. I have no idea what's going on. I didn't think she was hurt, but I didn't know what was going on. So I called Mackenzie. And I'm like, Kenz, you need to talk to this lady, find out what just happened. And she kept saying, tiene seguro. So she had insurance, right, on her vehicle. So Kenzie's chatting with her, and I can hear, oh my goodness, good morning, Victor. And so I'm listening to this story. What she saw was a gun. The guys in the big white pickup truck came out. She saw a gun. I know at least she saw one. And the other person on the driver's side was waving her to go back. So she did.
I think we need to be clear. In Mexico, we see a lot of guns.
Yeah.
A lot of guns. Military, cops.
Yeah.
Machine guns. Oh no!
So she got terrified and just backed up and didn't have another thought in her head but getting away from the gun. Turns out that they were police. Still don't know why they were there, and one had a gun in his hand, but they blocked the road for a reason, and she panicked and did something foolish.
But what if she killed somebody? Like if somebody crossed the road, like she was not looking. She said to Christy, "Why didn't you back up? I thought you were going to back up." I'm like, "You backed up 2 blocks."
No one expects that. No one expects that when you're driving.
And you're on a very narrow road in a very
She's very talented in reverse. I mean, she's straight line. So anyways, bunch of police came. I would say besides this poor woman being terrified, and she had a dash cam, so I saw her dash cam, and I did see the gun in the passengers. I didn't see a gun on the driver's side. He probably had one, but from the angle we couldn't see it. Did see a gun in the guy's hand. I can see where she was terrified. What she did was obviously
stupid,
foolish. But so I'm standing there, and that day I happened to have worn, I have a black dress with my logo on it. So I'm standing there, dress is black, logo is white.
It's a nice dress.
It's a nice dress. And I could hear all these beautiful foreigners walking by. Oh my God, that woman really hit her hard. Assuming it was obviously me that hit this poor little car because it was a rear end, technically. And but it was her rear end.
I never thought about that for a second. That yes, the people walking by, because you've got a smashed up little car,
and my car.
It looks like you were going 170 miles an hour.
Yeah. So, so that was tough for me because I knew I wasn't at fault. She knew I wasn't at fault, but all those little busybodies assumed I was at fault. So I'm okay. I'm assuming the truck's okay. I've driven it all week. There has been no issues with turning, braking, all of that kind of stuff.
But you never know.
But there was the only thing that got dented was my brand new license plate. Accident happened, Monday or Tuesday?
Yeah, and you just got it on Friday or
and
Saturday.
I had just got it that weekend. Yeah, Friday, actually late Friday night, they came and delivered me my new license plate. So I'm a little bent out of shape about that.
Ha, ha, ha. She's so funny.
Anyhow, obviously insurance is covering the damages. I will get money to
repair the bumper.
Buff out my bumper. Yeah. There was no damage to my bumper. Couple little black marks because her car was so low that my bumper hit mid back end of her car. No, her mid back end of the car hit my bumper.
We're taking way too long on this story. We're done.
Anyways, that was wild. I've never been in an accident quite like that. The other thing I want to say is I've been in an accident 3 times, not my fault. Each time I've been in a Chevy product. But someone
No, the Jeep. You
the
were in the
Jeep
Jeep.
is a Chev product.
No.
Chevrolet Jeep. Yeah.
Are you sure?
That's what someone else told me, yeah.
Huh.
So um
You got distracted because you looked at your watch.
no, you distracted me because but I never got hurt in any of those accidents.
Oh, that's interesting. There you go.
So it's a good
Now,
product.
one thing that I was thinking about, the bumper that we've bought for this vehicle, it's got like it flares out a little bit. There's some clips missing. And it occurred to me, somebody was telling us how expensive those clips are. With 3D printers, we don't have one right now, but that's what I want to be building upstairs. We're going to do a warehouse upstairs. And it will be a CNC machine, laser cutter, 3D printer, but we can make anything with 3D printers. In the US, they're making guns with 3D printers. So just the technology is just incredible. It just gets better and better. I remember years ago, you were watching the Jetsons, that kind of stuff, or Star Trek, and they would just computers would make food.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought, that's just insane, but we're getting so close.
Well, the Japanese do a lot of that kind of stuff, right?
And the Chinese,
Yeah.
Japanese and Chinese, they're just doing incredible stuff on there.
So Eva, good morning.
Hello.
Donna, good morning. Lori, good morning. Our daughter was in a horrible accident. This is from Sherry. Horrible accident in a Tahoe. It saved her life and her son's. Vehicle was totaled, but they walked away. There is something to be said about a big vehicle. I mean, I've been driving that Lincoln pickup truck. I've never been hit in that, but I've been driving that. We drove Suburbans before.
Yeah.
Now I've got the Tahoe. Yeah, I mean, it's not like it was a high-speed accident, right? We were on last row cars. She couldn't have been going that fast. She was obviously going
fast enough.
Fast enough.
The other thing is that we've got cameras now in our vehicles because you just never know. And she had the camera. We don't know how to use it. We've got the data somewhere, so we should find it so we can show you someday how it all worked. But it's got to be while it's parked because I don't want to be out there without it because it's just kind of dumb. But at Costco, you can get a camera here. It's like 2,500 pesos. It's not expensive.
So we have one in the Tahoe and one in the Honda, actually. We should have one in the Lincoln.
Yeah, I was surprised because the last time I drove the Lincoln, it wasn't in there. And because Ken's told me that they put it in or maybe it was.
No, you put it in the car.
Yeah, no, but it wasn't where it should have been. So yeah, maybe we need to buy another one because we still drive that vehicle. We have people that visit us, and it's kind of like there's only two of us, but we need all these vehicles.
Well, Kenzie and Chris, of course, don't have a vehicle down here, so they drive one or the other. I pretty much exclusively have been just driving the Tahoe.
It's kind of like bathrooms. Because we have 2 bedrooms in our house.
5 bathrooms.
But 5 bathrooms. Because you just never know.
Yeah, I do. And good morning, Helen. I do think that a dash cam, Mackenzie has been saved by dash cams in Canada a few times.
I don't know if did you say hi to Tony?
No. Good morning,
Tony. Tony. So, okay. So that's what's going on. Business. Grandkids are doing great. They've been at our house a lot.
Have they?
I think so. It sure feels like it.
Whatever. You're never home. How would you know?
I know. I'm
John
at the office so much right now.
I bet you 75% of the time he's here at the office.
Yeah. I do love it, though. I mean, you need to understand the crap that I am pumping out. I've got my whiteboards up there. It's not crap. But the stuff is just, it's blowing my mind how good AI is truly getting. If I was a company that did software as a service, it's actually any company. Yesterday, mind blown. So our MLS, we use a Flex MLS system, and I'm calling them out. So I've been trying to reconcile my local system with Flex's for over a year. I've got an API which kind of connects us to it, but it only gives you active and pending. But I've got ways that fix the system. I could never get it working. So yesterday I followed the flow of a listing and I saw all of these problems. So the data that Flex is giving us is not true. So any reports, that's why I have not been reporting, because for this last year, I can't get it to reconcile. And yesterday, I figured it out. So I sent them a lot yesterday, just saying, this is a problem on your side. It needs to be resolved. You can't have hundreds of employees and be pumping out flawed data, because if I was called before the government to be audited, and I was consistently giving them bad data, I would be audited.
Good morning, Donna.
So that is, it's a massive, massive issue. I own MexicoMLS.com. I probably need to do one, only so it's the way that it should be. These other guys are software engineers making something for real estate. Well, I'm a realtor who also understands software engineering, and the system that I could build will blow everybody's mind. And it's also going to be AI driven. So that way nobody can make mistakes. Because actually the mistakes are being introduced by agents who do things, but it's their system can't pick up the problems. So yeah, it's all flawed data. So much so that in one section, one area, we've got over 27 missing or additional listings on their side that aren't real. So if I was to report on it, it's going to look like, wow, lots of stuff going on. It isn't. So yeah, that's what I've been working on. And that was pretty much my email to Flex. Was like, for a year, I felt like I was swinging at ghosts. And it's your system. It has nothing to do with me. And I thought it was me all this time. Because Christy keeps saying, John, it's you. It is absolutely you. All the problems are you.
Well, there's...
You can't say anything.
I won't even say it.
She can't, because it's not true.
Nothing that he just said was true, just to be...
Oh, no, the truthful. MLS is absolutely
true. Oh, yes,
true.
about that, but I mean about me. But you guys all know that already.
So fun thing yesterday. There's a great project called Paperclip. If you're into AI, with Paperclip, you can build an entire online business. You create a CEO, he hires who he needs to build, and then they hire
AI
agents.
hire.
It's AI hire. It's not real. Well, it sort of is if you're using API and paying for your credits. So I pay for these max programs, so I don't have to. But last night, for fun, I said, create an MLS for me. Oh my gosh. It made an actual...
Did not know that.
It made an actual MLS for me when I got here this morning, and it's really cool. It's not functional. It's not production quality yet, but holy crap. And it's all RESO 2.0. It's got APIs. It made everything. It blows my mind.
Sherry said that she loves your excitement when you talk about your projects.
Ooh, yeah.
I know he'll come home and I got to tell you. And I'm like, okay, bring it on. And I'm like,
she has no idea what I'm talking about.
I don't understand a lot of what he says because he uses these words like APIs and all that stuff. And that's not what I understand. So I listen to him and I encourage him and congratulate him.
Well, the other day, so Google Search Console, is it inside out?
No, I thought it was backwards. It looks funny. You've got this weird shoulder back here. Morning, Pung.
So Google
Enjoying
Search...
your vacation?
Yes, I hope you are. So I had the software create this for me. And yesterday I said to Christy, or the day before, I can't remember. Christy's like, oh, okay, I'll go see. Then she comes and she's like, oh, that's actually really cool. And it is cool.
It is cool, but he has this knack of being in my way when I need to do something. Like he'll just pace in the kitchen when I'm trying to do things in the kitchen. He does that a lot. Also, I will be in the middle of an email and he needs to show me right away.
It's so cool. Now, the whole thing with me being in the way in the kitchen, first of all, if you know our kitchen, it's quite large. But if I even step foot just a tiny bit in there, she'll be like, and I see her shaking inside, like in her soul. And then I'm like, oh, I better leave. And then I'm like, wait a second. I'm going to just cause her grief.
I'm pretty sure he does think that. I can see those little wheels turning.
The hamsters are going crazy.
Anyhow.
So what else is going on in our world?
While listening, drink more coffee, Pung said.
I have drank a lot of coffee. Like I
She's
said, I've
talking
been
to
up,
me.
yeah, I've been up since 3.
Just humor you. What else is going on in our world? Well, Easter's coming up.
Yes, and you got a little tiny turkey.
Oh, yeah,
Little tiny turkey.
It's like a 6-kilo turkey. What does that feed? 2 people?
Pretty much.
Especially with John eating carnivore. Good morning, Alice.
That is something that surprises me too, because Christy doesn't like dark meat, which we really all need to eat way more fat than we are. But Mackenzie likes dark meat. So I have competition now. I've never had competition before for my food.
For your food. So if anybody knows where I can get a bigger turkey. No, I have a bigger turkey.
I'm the big turkey. I don't know where one is. But if you know where a turkey is, please let us know. We'll buy one. Not the smoked stuff. We really don't.
No.
It just is like rubbery ham.
It tastes like, yeah.
Rubbery ham.
It's kind of nasty.
I don't know
why. It's
why.
not our preference. I know a lot of people love it. I mean, I like a true smoked turkey when you actually smoke it on the barbecue. But the ones that you buy at the stores, because they're injected, and I just don't care for it.
We've only ever tasted, I think, a real, thank you, Larry.
Larry and Jolene, yeah.
Larry made us a smoked turkey for Canadian Thanksgiving. We were in Texas at the time.
It was our very first visit with them.
They're so sweet and kind.
Yeah, they are.
I mean, the fact that they made us a smoked turkey.
For our Canadian Thanksgiving was,
We don't even celebrate Thanksgiving in Canada. There's nothing to be thankful for anymore.
That's not true.
Well, it kind of is. You're taxed to death. Nothing makes sense anymore.
You're taxed to death everywhere.
You are, but it's on purpose. We don't need to have this conversation
no, we don't.
right now.
We do not, actually. We do not. Just buy 2. They only had 1, Pung. I would have bought 2, but they only had 1.
I heard her conversation with Kenzie over the phone. As she's talking to me, she calls me to ask me questions, then she doesn't talk for 10 minutes. She's talking about a turkey with my daughter.
Well, there was...
Distractions.
Distractions.
I gotcha. I'm always distracted. That was my conversation with Claude this morning, which is why Claude made me a very cool tool. So I'm focused. I
don't know what to do about him.
So if you know anybody who needs work, my skill set has grown so absolutely incredibly, where anybody who's using an REW website in particular, I can actually now create a robot that's going to go in, blow your site up. Like it's going to blow it up in a good way. It's just so cool.
So Helen had a good point. Anything smoked in Mexico seems very fake smoked. Almost like a bologna texture, but shaped into a turkey.
That's a good point.
And then Sherry said, next year when turkeys are out, we'll have you over and Bill will smoke it in the smoker. Awesome.
Wow.
Normally when turkeys, when I get around Christmas and American Thanksgiving, because Canadian Thanksgiving, of course, still can't find a turkey. I do tend to buy
like 3 or 4 at a time.
So I have some in the freezer, but our freezer was really full for a while because we were having so many people come at Christmas. We had a bunch of turkeys, we had ham, but we had a lot of other food. So I didn't have the space, but normally I do. Kenzie is so sweet. Love that kid. Hello, Pung. You don't know her.
It's true. All of our kids are really cool.
Yeah, we do have awesome kids.
We do.
Awesome.
Which means that
Amanda.
I 100% think that it's because Christy stayed home with them early on in their life.
And I was their major influence, not him.
Exactly. Now, I would still do, we homeschool our kids, and I wanted them to have the full experience, so I bullied them. I stole their lunch money. I did all kinds of stuff. And just to give them the true experience.
Yeah, Helen is saying that they have a smoker in Canada, and it's real meat texture. Yeah, we don't have a smoker.
I have a barbecue that I cook way too high
One of the eggs, and we can smoke in that. Yeah. It's hard to get it balanced, but once you do, it does an amazing job. It's sitting upstairs.
Yeah, we do have it's a really good one.
Yeah, it's a good one. Yeah, I got distracted and I forgot what I was going to say about our chillins.
Yellow.
Oh, Kenzie and I, because she comes with me and does a lot of the showings with me, people immediately pick up that we are mother and daughter. And Kenzie's like, yeah, I'll be in a crowd and people will look at me and say, you're John and Christy's daughter, aren't you? Because she is
It's like if we had a baby.
it's like if we had a baby and it would look like Kenzie.
It would.
But she looks like both of us, where Shay looks more like me, Zach looks more like you. I think Kenzie and Spence have that more of the combination of the two of us.
Yeah.
Where Shay definitely looks more like me and Zach looks more like his dad.
There you go. Anything else? She called me the other day.
If I needed anything from Toyo while she was there, I saw a lot of me and Kenzie.
What is Toyo?
It's a Chinese food wholesaler or
Okay.
store.
Yeah.
Yes, I was with her, Pung. Don't give her all that credit.
Oh, so you probably drove there then?
We were in Vallarta for showings and we stopped there.
Anything else?
No.
She's got a smile on her face, though. She's thinking about her kids. She's thinking about her grandkids, and this glow just comes over her. And I got a lot of joy in me. And I don't think it's the AI either. Something has changed.
You're accomplishing things that have been bugging you for so long, and you are enjoying doing it. So it's actually nice to have you smile once in a while.
Thanks. Appreciate that. I really do. But I'm back.
Yeah, you're scary.
All right, guys. I believe we are done. Do you have any questions? Do you wonder about anything going on here in Mexico? For gosh sakes, do not listen to the nut jobs telling you it's dangerous and scary. It isn't.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's worse in Canada and the States.
It is Semana Santa, and so the roads are getting busier. I've been driving around doing showings. Friday it started, and then it ramps up. Yesterday the roads were quite busy, so be careful out there. Give yourself extra time if you have to go anywhere, because the roads will be busy now for the next couple of weeks. So just take it easy, chill. I had recommended to clients, I said, and if you are going to want to eat at specific restaurants, it probably wouldn't hurt to call ahead and make a reservation, or, just find out how busy they might be, because you're here for such a short time. And if you want to try these places out, you really should.
Think about that for a second, how odd English is. You go to a restaurant, they're like, do you have reservations? Yes, but I'm going to eat here anyways. But do you have reservations could mean you've booked it. Like, it's so weird. English, try and figure this out if you're from another country or just learning the language.
Yeah, Amanda said it's the AI that's making you happy.
Maybe.
But the fact that the AI is helping him do his stuff, and so he gets excited about it because things are getting accomplished.
They are getting
Hung
accomplished.
said, I don't even listen to my husband. I don't think I'll listen to anyone. And then Mike said that smoked a turkey one American Thanksgiving for 18 hours, and it was incredible. Very juicy, smoky. Yeah. Like I said, the turkey that we had with Jolene and Larry, which is the only time I've had smoked, like true smoked. Our first turkey when we bought here, we didn't know what ahumado meant. So we bought it.
It sounded like something you cough up.
I just did.
Ahumado.
Anyways, it wasn't our favorite.
No. All right, honey. I believe we are done.
We are. We are?
I think so. The Oyster Festival, I believe, is April 4th and 5th.
Over
in
Easter.
That area over Easter. If you are going to do that, for gosh sakes, maybe come a day early, park your vehicle somewhere and walk to the place because traffic will be a parking lot.
Yeah.
But it's a fun time. So
if you like oysters.
But
there's music and all kinds of
it's
other
a party.
things.
It's a giant party with thousands and thousands and thousands of people and free oysters.
A fried turkey. Yeah, I've never had deep fried turkey. I just do it the traditional way. I have an electric roaster, which I love.
That is true. All right. We are
guys, thanks
done.
for joining in. Thanks for the comments. And we will see you all next week. Have a wonderful Easter weekend.